We are going on a tour of Cropwell, Butler, with illustrations from old photographs and maps, accompanied by pictures taken more recently from roughly the same spot.
The tour begins at Bear Pit Lane, walking towards Church Gate. On the left is the cemetery, a good place to trigger the memories of the last 100 years. It was opened in 1905. 1 acre of land was sold for £60 to the recently formed parish council, and because the council required only half for the cemetery, the surplus was set up for use as allotments. The fence which still surrounds the whole plot was put up at that time. The cost of making the cemetery was £350. The lich gate was added after the 1914-18 war as a memorial to fallen soldiers of Tithby and Cropwell Butler.
Opposite the cemetery is the Bear Pit. The origins of the name are obscure. Some say it refers to the site being an old exhausted quarry, hence Bear Pit. Cropwell Bishop Road is the modern name of Bear Pit Lane.
In the 18th century and up to the 1860s, Rookery Corner was virtually covered with water called Parr's Weir.
Not everybody knows in Cropwell where Parr's Weir is, but it's the Tithby corner. And why it was called Parr's Weir was that at one time, in the middle of the road, there was a pond. Not a deep pond, but the horses from Rookery Farm. It was Parr's who lived at the Rookery Farm at that time. That's why it was called Parr's Weir. And the horses used to drink from it, but they say they used to wash the feet in it as well when they came out the fields. They used to love to walk through it. And there's no fence around it. I can't remember it, but my dad can remember it. And it was quite a feature for years.
An old farmhouse situated in the field very near to the present rookery belonged to a very well-to-do farmer, Mr. George Parr, whose ancestors were residents of Cropwell Butler for at least 150 years. In 1862, at the age of 67, he bought land on the Radcliffe side of the foss and built a new house, later to be called the Elms, and now known as Cropwell Court. On building the present house at Rookery Farm, owned by the Earl Manvers, the pond was filled in. The Parrs continued to farm there, firstly George Parr's brother Thillingham Parr, then his son John, until 1884. W.P. Pudding Green occupied it before he moved to Mahon, and then Sheldons bought it.
Along the Tithby Road there were two windmills. The first one stood near Millfield Cottage. Further along the road on the left side stood another, close to the boundary with Tithby. Both were post mills. The first mill was blown down in a storm in about 1837.